This is what I'm applying. It's Scott's brand. It's called Halt's Crabgrass and Grassy Weed Preventer. It's a pre-emergent. And these are 5,000 square foot bags. I've got about 6,000 feet I'm going to apply, so I bought 2 bags, and I'll lay it on a little bit heavy. And this is the first step. All the steps in the entire lawn care management plan that Scott's provides will be in the description box. I started over here on the side to that fence, cross fence, and then I did this side of my driveway and applied that crabgrass preventer, pre-emergent, and then I just finished over here. I've got watering stations since I don't have irrigation system, and I just finished here watering everything and doing those little sections. I used that battery powered whiz for that little section over there, and then this little grassy section there. It was easier than trying to use the rotary spreader, and I used a rotary spreader for the rest. And I went to this fence. It's windy, so I'll do the backyard next couple of days. And while I was watering, I was able to water my landscape. That's it. It's stage 1, step 1 this year. I think next month will be weed and feed, but we'll get to that, and the schedule is down in the description box. I have about 4,700 square foot of grass lawn. I measured it all out on the site survey and all that, and then I got about 1,000 square foot in the back that's in like a green belt area, a little walkway, and I'm going to do that, treat that as well. So we're going to have 5,700 to 6,000 square foot. My problem is I'm rehabbing this yard as well as trying to have a management plan, lawn care management plan. This house was built in 2014-15 that winter, and was for sale in sometime in the spring. And it sat here about 6 months, and the builder didn't do anything with the lawn. He didn't do one thing. And so by the time I moved here, it was spotty. There were bare spots. It had lots of weeds, and I didn't know what to do. What I did was I researched last winter, the winter of 2015-16, and what happened is since then, starting this year, Scotts.com, you can go there and put in a profile of your lawn, and then it'll tell you everything to do all year. And I did some things which I put last year on my own that I put in the description box, and now we're going to follow the Scotts plan. Scotts plan has about one thing per month you do. Some of it I had figured out and did last year, like the Turf Builder Max Green or Green Max fertilizer, which really works. It gives your yard a nitrogen boost. And again, the things I did do last year I put in the description, and then I've got the schedule and management plan for this year of what I'm going to do. But this is a neglected yard, so first I'm rehabbing, and then second I'm trying to go on and sustain the Bermuda. And I've got weeds. Nothing should be green right now. See a strip of green down through there. That's kind of between sod. I put in some more sod back here. There's Sparky. And then I've got some green in here that shouldn't be there. This is all winter weeds. And I just laid down that pre-emergent. And then next month we'll do the weed and feed. And I'll continue on with this tomorrow, doing the backyard. This is my rotary spreader, just a basic Scotts Turf Builder WinterGuard. That's what I use for this little yard. It's a mini, Turf Builder mini, and that's all I need for this little place. That's what I'm going to be applying all this, my lawn care management plan applications. I'm going to use this for that small area out by the mailbox. And then there's another little piece of lawn out there on the other side of the driveway there to my left. I'm going to use this battery powered spreader that Scott's makes. Let me look at it here. It's called a Scott's Whiz. Takes 4 AA batteries, and I already did it. Used it today. Works great. And I've got a couple of spots out in the back too. I'm just going to use that because the rotary spreader I've used last year, and it slings that whatever you're applying all over the place, and sidewalks and driveway. And you've got to be careful with fertilizer anyway. You need to use your leaf blower after you apply it and while it's dry, and blow that all off your sidewalks and your driveway and your porch, and make sure you don't leave any. And I also check my splash guards. It'll get on there, and I actually stain the one in the back. And I blow those out, make sure they don't have any. That's before I water. You leaf blow all that. Make sure you don't have any of that stuff laying around. Some of it will stain your sidewalks and porch and patio and driveway. My spreader settings for this Scott's Halts crabgrass and grassy weed, when I applied it, was 3 1/4 for this battery powered whiz. It won't focus on that. It's 3 1/4. And I had to go to the Q&As on the product page on Scott's to find that. It wasn't on the package. And then on this, my mini turf builders broadcast spreader, it said 2 1/4, so I put it on that. And that's what I did the front yard. And then tomorrow and the next day I'll do the backyard. I applied the pre-emergent. In the backyard. It's been a while. I lost my selfie stick, so it's made me shaky. It's a little windy. It's always windy this March. Next I put the pre-emergent down in March. In April I'll put the weed and feed, and then later on, a few weeks, the grow bags. And the schedule's down in the description box. I've still got green. It's weed. It's just now the Bermuda's coming up. It's March 20th. It's been 12 days since I first started applying the pre-emergent. I did that 8th and 9th, I think. And so now we gotta wait, and I'll be back in April with a weed and feed.